Hello everyone and to my respected lecturer. Today my and team will be suggesting certain books that is really helpful for students. So firstly I will start. Imagine walking into your first college class, new job or leadership position. You are eager, nervous and unsure of how to make a strong first impression. What if I told you that the first 90 days could make or break your success? As students, you are constantly transitioning, whether it's into college, internship, jobs, or leadership roles in clubs. Understanding how to navigate the early stages of any new role can set you apart from your peers and position you for long-term success. Michael D. Watkins, a leading transition expert and professor at IMD Business Group, has advised top executives and compiled years of research into this practical guide, The First 90 Days, to help people thrive in new roles. I've studied his key strategies and adapted them to situations you, as students, can relate to. In the first 90 days, Michael Watkins outlines critical strategies for navigating transitions effectively, and students can apply these same principles to accelerate success in academics, leaderships, and early career experiences. So today I'll cover three key strategies from the book, which is prepare before you start, accelerate your learning, and secure early wins. Firstly, we have prepare before you start. Before stepping into a new role, whether that's a new class, internship, or leadership position, you need a plan. Watkins emphasizes the importance of gathering information, understanding expectation, and clarifying your role before day one. For students, this could mean research a professor's teaching style, learning about the company you are interning at, or understanding what your student club actually needs from you as a leader. Once you prepare yourself mentally and strategically, the next step is to immerse yourself in learning. The second point, accelerate your learning. Watkins stresses that the faster you learn, the faster you succeed. Early in any role, it's critical to understand the organization culture, key players, and unwritten rules. As a student, this means learning how your college or workplace functions. Who are the decision makers? What habits lead to success? What are the common pitfalls? Listening, observing, and asking good questions are your best tools here. Now that you've prepared and learned quickly, it's time to show results. And the main point three, secure early wins. Watkins highlights the importance of early achievements that build credibility and momentum. For students, an early win could be leading a successful event, solving a major problem in your internship, or excelling on your first major exam. These wins boost your confidence and show others you are capable. So, whether you're entering a new class, a new job, or new leadership role, the first 90 days really matters. And we are here in conclusion. To recap, the first 90 days teaches us to prepare before starting, learn rapidly, and secure early wins, all essential strategies for thriving in any new role. Watkins' principles, through written for executives, are incredibly relevant for students navigating new environments and responsibilities. Every transition you face is a chance to grow, lead, and succeed. If you take control of your first 90 days, you are not just starting strong, you are setting the stage for a long term success. And this is one of the best books that I've ever read. Thank you.
Hi, I like to share with you some powerful and practical lessons from Dale Carnegie's classic book, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. This book has helped millions of people take control of their worries and lead more peaceful, productive life in our fast-paced world where stress is everywhere, from school to work to personal life. This book feels more relevant than ever. Let's begin with a little background on the author. Dale Carnegie was an American writer and lecturer. He became world famous for his courses in self-improvement, public speaking, and interpersonal skills. He believed that anyone, no matter their background, could improve their life with the right mindset and simple practical techniques. One of his most famous quotes is, "It isn't what you have, or who you are, or where you are, or what you are doing that makes you happy or unhappy. It is what you think about him." This belief is the foundation of the book we will be discussing today. So, what is the purpose of this book? Carnegie wrote How to Stop Worrying and Start Living to help people reduce the mental and emotional burden that worry creates. He didn't write it just for people with anxiety disorders, he wrote it for everyone because worry is a common human experience. The book shares stories of people from all walks of life who turned their life around by applying simple, powerful strategies. Whether you are a student worrying about exam, a parent stressed about your children, or a professional feeling overwhelmed by deadlines, this book offers methods to help you regain control of your mind and emotions. One of the first and most powerful ideas Carnegie presents is live in day-tight compartments. That means focusing only on today, not yesterday, not tomorrow, just today. Why? Because when we worry about the past, we feel regret. When we worry about the future, we feel fear. But when we focus on the present, we feel peace and clarity. Carnegie says we should treat each day like a sealed container, a day-time compartment. He even quotes Sir William Osler, a famous physician who said this approach helped him live a stress-free life. Think about it. You can drive your car by staring in the rearview mirror, and you can live well by obsessing over what's already behind or what hasn't happened. Next, Carnegie introduced a three-step formula to manage any worry. Ask yourself, what's the worst that can possibly happen? Most of the time, our fears are exaggerated. Prepare yourself mentally to accept the worst. If it comes to that, this step gives us emotional strength and clarity. Then calmly try to improve on the worst. Take logical steps forward. This is where action replaces fear. He shares a story of a businessman who faced bankruptcy. Once he accepted the worst case scenario and made peace with it, his mind cleared and he found a solution that saves his company. It's a simple formula, but extremely effective in real life. Let's face it, nobody likes being criticized, but Carnegie helps us view criticism differently. He says unjust criticism is often a discussed compliment. Why? Because people usually criticize when they feel threatened or jealous. Instead of getting defensive, ask yourself, is there truth in the criticism? If yes, learn from it. If not, let it go. He shares examples of famous people who were harshly criticized, like Abraham Lincoln, but they stayed focused on their mission. Remember, if you want to do anything meaningful in life, you will face criticism. Don't let it stop you. When people apply these ideas, the changes are real. They sleep better, they stop overthinking, they make better decisions. Carnegie's includes dozens of personal stories in the book, from business people, soldiers, students, and even housewives, all of whom overcome instant worry by using these principles. The result: less stress, better health, happier relationship. One man even avoided a nervous breakdown because he learned how to accept the worst and stop fighting against things he couldn't control. In today's fast-paced world filled with pressure, fear, and uncertainty, Dale Carnegie's book reminds us of a simple truth: we have more control over our inner world than we think. By living in the present, accepting the worst, keeping our minds busy, letting go of criticism, and practicing gratitude, we can reclaim our peace of mind. These are not complicated ideas, they are simple, but they require action. The choice to stop worrying and start living is a personal one, and it starts with changing the way we think today. Thank you.
Imagine you have the perfect grades, you are the top student in your class, and your resume is spotless. But when it is time for an interview, a group project, or even making new friends, you freeze. You don't know what to say, how to listen, or how to connect. What is missing? It is not knowledge or talent, it is actually social skills. In today's world, social skills are just as important, if not more, than your academic scores. That's why How to Talk to Anyone by Lelanders is a must read. For students, this book is especially useful. Whether you want to make new friends, speak up in class, or impress a teacher during office hour, communication plays a big role. As someone who is naturally outgoing, I used to think that socializing was just about talking. But over time, I learned that real social skills like listening, showing empathy, and clear communications are what help build trust and handle challenges. These skills are not just personality traits, they are tools that anyone can learn. Social skills are essential for students because they boost academic success, strengthen relationships, and prepare us for the future. Today, I will share 3 tips from Londa's book: making a strong impression, using effective body language, and improving introductions. One powerful tip from the book is using a flooding smile. A genuine smile that appears just after eye contact shows that you are truly glad to meet someone. In school, whether you are joining a club or talking to the teacher, this kind of smile makes you look friendly, confident, and also approachable. It is small, but it makes a big difference. Now that we have seen how a smile can shape first impression, let's look at how our body language also speaks volume. Landers talks about techniques like sticky eyes, which means holding eye contact a little longer to show real interest, and the big baby pivot, which means tuning your full body towards someone when you are speaking. These nonverbal signals help you seem confident and respectful, especially useful in group projects, class presentations, or the one-to-one talks. And once we have made a good impression, how we introduce ourselves can keep the conversation going. Another helpful strategy is never the naked intro. Instead of saying, "Hi, I'm Sam," say, "Hi, I'm Sam and I love coding and also basketball." Adding that small detail gives people something to connect with and makes conversation easier. In school, this helps you make friends and build stronger connections. Once we have made a good impression with our smile and body language, the next step is knowing how to introduce ourselves in a way that invites connection. So, from the way we smile to how we stand to the way we introduce ourselves, each of these techniques help us become more confident and social students. Social skills are just as important as academic skills. They improve how we learn, how we relate to others, and how we succeed in life. Essentially, How to Talk to Anyone is like a cheat sheet for social success. By applying these tips now, you are not just learning to talk to anyone, but you are also learning how to be heard, remembered, and respected.